Hey, I'm really glad you're here today. Today I want to talk about the frequency of money. And the reason I want to talk about it is because I keep hearing more and more about like becoming the frequency of money. And I'm not really, it just sounds like Greek to me. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I think that I've sorted it. So the frequency of money is a symbol. And the money is a symbol of value. So, an exchange of value. And you have what you need to do is become the frequency of the highest value you can imagine. And I think that what we were taught is that money is hard to come by. You have to work really hard to get money. You need a higher education, good connections in order to make good money. Um, it's just all confusing when you consider everything we get taught about money. And then add on top of that, what we get taught about our own personal value, like what people tell us our value is. But the truth is, we are super powerful, creative beings, and our value is beyond measure. This is something we never get taught, but if we can become the frequency of that our value is beyond measure, that you are so valuable just because you exist, then it shifts everything about how the world perceives who you are. So I remember years ago, and this is just, I don't know, I think it's going to relate. Years ago, I knew this woman. She was not a very pretty woman. Um, she was high energy. And she believed that she was extremely valuable and that men found her almost irresistible. And I watched her, and that's how the world responded to her. Guys couldn't get enough of being in her presence, and she always had a date. She always had someone admiring her and telling her how beautiful she was. And I love that. I love seeing it. And I think that I started to understand that what we believe about ourselves and our value is what we're going to receive. And it doesn't have to be necessarily just about someone finding you attractive, but it could be about your value when it comes to money. It could be about your value when it comes to leadership, or people wanting you to be in their crowd or in their group. And it's just a really fascinating thing for me to consider. What is the frequency of that? So, what is the frequency of abundance? What is the frequency of the highest value you can imagine? And when you consider it and you think about it for just a little bit of time, you can consider the fact that abundance and high value have to do with confidence and trusting that the universe wants to take care of you and that you have a clear purpose. And even though you may not know what that is from minute to minute, there is one and you're flowing with it. And the fact that flow itself is a value. So, considering how to get into the frequency of something, basically everything is made of a frequency. And when it comes to our consciousness and our power and our beliefs, we can sit at a certain frequency. And right now, I'm sitting at the frequency that I can do this video and that someone's going to find value in it. And you might be sitting there considering something completely different. But the power within us to create whatever we want has to do with our ability to move our frequency to the level of that value. So let's say that you would like to see $10,000 show up in your life as quickly as possible. So as you consider that, what would it be like? How would it feel to have the ability to just allow that to flow to you and sit with that until it feels normal? That's how you reach the frequency. That's how you get to the frequency of money. It's not that you're looking for money to show up. It's that you're looking for value to come into your life and flow to you easily. What would that be like? And when you lift your shift your ability to do that, then you're in the frequency. Then you're actually walking around in the frequency of value, walking around in the frequency of money, walking around in the frequency of abundance and trust and allowing. So I would say a really good practice would be to go to a place where you're practicing trust. Trust that all the value, even more value than you can possibly imagine, is coming to you. It's coming to you, flowing to you easily. And what does that feel like? What does that existence feel like? Not emotionally, but as if you're being in it. If you were in it, what would that be like? What would it be like? And the more normal that feels to you, the more easily all of that abundance of whatever it is you're looking for will flow to you. It'll flow to you easily. So hopefully this video has helped someone today, because I believe that once you start to flow with abundance, abundance starts to flow from you. And just think about that, the whole circle of it coming all the way around to the point where you're receiving and you're then giving, because it has to keep going. It can't just be stagnant. All right. Hopefully you have a deeper understanding, or a little bit clearer understanding, of the frequency of money. Because I believe as we do have that frequency and the power of the flow comes to you, we all prosper. Not just you, but everyone around you, everything around you. Okay. Hopefully this helps somebody today. That's the video. If you'd like to work with me, there's a link below. And until the next video, have a great day.